Hello and welcome to Out of Spec Scootz. We got the cheap e-bike shootout. We got something from Temu, something from Amazon, something from Walmart.
And not just something, the cheapest ones we could find on each.
Under $200 or around $200 for each one.
And we're all the way out here in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. We'd spent all morning driving out here. It's absolutely beautiful. And we decided we should put these on a roughly 15-mile ride because that's about the longest, the shortest range goes on a range test. And we're basically just going to do what people do with e-bikes, ride them, go see stuff, go see the water. It's a bit
adventure.
It's an adventure. And Scott's there behind the camera, so big thanks to her for coming along as well. And what we're gonna do in this episode is, of course, walk you through all the bikes and then just go on a nice adventure here with the cheapest e-bikes you can get in the world.
Yep. Well, if you haven't seen us in a while, I'm bringing this channel back, so a lot of content to come. We've got the Walmart contender, the BroPath A6. All of these names are a little bit subjective because it should have a logo on there. We've got one with a logo. This one was from Amazon, the Werhe Y2. Yep. And then the Temu one. It didn't have a brand at all, and so I'm calling it a squirrel brand because it had a little cute squirrel on the box. Check out the unboxing video. We had a lot of fun taking these out and setting them up. A little fun with the manuals, so also dual suspension on it.
Big shout out to everyone who watched the unboxing videos.
Yes.
Way more people watched them than we expected.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, very cool. So walk us through each bike's what, 200 bucks comp?
Right around 200 bucks, very similar specs on all of them. We put them through some testing of range test, hill climb. They've got around 350 to 500 watt motors, depending on where you look in the specs and the manuals. Batteries are very similar.
You've done some testing already, right?
Yep.
So which one went the farthest?
The furthest was this Temu contender.
And that's the cheapest?
The cheapest. It was actually under $200 all in.
Including shipping?
Yep, 21.75 miles.
I'm just thinking like $200, that's like a nice dinner out with some friends.
Right.
And you could get a whole bike that we've been ripping on all week.
Well, and even with a battery charger on there, you've got a $200 battery backup for charging your phone.
Exactly. It's got a light, a horn, everything. That's a really nice unit.
The Werhe did the worst at around 15 miles range.
And it's the most expensive.
And the most expensive, exactly, but the most torque.
Oh, okay. So this one, I've enjoyed riding the Werhe because it gets right up.
Gets going.
But it's got a pretty bad build quality issue up here.
Yep.
Where the handlebars are already starting to wobble.
It was the main one that had the most difficulty assembling. The front tire wasn't assembled, and it came with one spacer on one side, and then if spaced it properly, got two washers on the other, so not exactly correct.
This was the Walmart contender?
This was the Amazon contender.
Oh, Amazon contender,
yep.
Okay.
And this was the Walmart contender, the BroPath A6. Cool name. We are bros riding on paths. But it is... actually, this one, the light has failed. So that's the first thing to go wrong. Nothing has gone wrong on this guy.
Except it's not aligned. This is to the side.
Well, it's because when it's all folded up, that's how that top part folds in.
Okay.
So it looks a little wonky, but it's designed that way, it seems.
Okay.
So let's talk about what we're going to do. We've got 3 people. We've got fully charged batteries. We actually pedaled them over here, and we're going to look to see their performance over the day. We've got some of the most beautiful trail riding along the North Carolina eastern edge. We're actually way past the eastern edge in the Outer Banks.
Yep.
And we have no real plan. We saw some nature reserves not too far from here. There's some paths on road, maybe some light dirt. I'm looking at a really nice hill climb challenge right there to see if they can pull us up. And I figured what we should do is we've got 3 people, 3 bikes. We should rotate every few miles.
Yeah.
Every 3 miles. How about that? Keep it on 3s. So Comp's going to be giving you his impressions, the reviews of each of these units. Scott and I will be just sharing our impressions of riding them around as well. And that way each bike gets a different drive cycle because of course I weigh slightly less than Comp, of course. So that way each bike, you know, if we're trying to see which one goes the farthest, at least we're trying to be more fair.
Yes.
And even if we run out of juice, we still have pedals.
We got pedals. You can ride that one.
Yep. So we're excited.
All right, so what's the order? I think I would like to start at the most expensive and work my way backwards.
The Werhe is going to be your starting point. I'll start at the least expensive, which would be the Temu one.
Yep.
And it's all kind of the day of the week, the day of the month that you buy these things on really what price point they're going to be at.
All of these are very comparable and flip-flop in that $200 range. But at least in our test so far, the most expensive one's been the worst one.
Yep.
So I'd like to start there. So let's go on a little adventure. We're just about to hit the road, hit the trails, go do some exploring. And Scott, you're taking the bro path.
I'm taking the bro path. This is from Walmart. This is our mid-range Spec, and I'm pretty, you know, like a sweet spot kind of girl, so I think I'm gonna like it. And it has the nicest seat of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Ventilation zone and an active zone.
They literally call it the ventilation zone. And you've got loaded up with a Rivian camp speaker, a hat, your phone.
Yep.
So you've got using the basket. I don't actually have any storage capability out of the box on my Where-He. And Comp's got his plaid scooter. But let's look at the features on this thing. You've got 3 levels. Now, I can tell you from my experience,
Okay.
they don't do anything.
I thought you were about to tell me something awesome.
No.
All right, okay.
That literally seems to make no difference. It's supposed to be, I think, the effect of pedal assist, but
Okay.
it's always full send.
Okay.
So you better hold on tight to this thing.
I'm ready.
You've got your light up front, which
Yep.
I think is broken on this one. Or it's
is.
broken on one of them.
No, it's not broken on this one. I think it's broken on that one.
Oh, okay. And then you've got a horn. Okay.
And then I have my battery bar, which is full. I have my power button, and then I have my go-go juice.
Twist throttle, which
Yep.
I much prefer because my knees keep hitting this. So I think I'm
Why
gonna.
are you riding up? So are you riding like the Wicked Witch of the West?
Well, I gotta raise the handlebars up to the max, all right? And then you've got a front and rear brake, which is
Yeah.
nice because mine, single brake only. I'm the only one here without front brakes to start, but we're gonna switch around.
Swip around.
Swip
Okay.
around. All right, so you ready to rip? Hell yeah.
It is windy out here today.
So I guess I gotta turn this thing on. First of all, I'm the only one here, again, no front brake, no power horn. I've got the old school bell, which I'm cool keeping it old school. Come on in over here, I wanna show you my power situation on the Where-He. I'm gonna turn this thing on and I've got EDS, which typically means you should go see a doctor. But I'm gonna throw it into S mode.
which we are assuming is sport mode.
Yes.
There you go. You're
S
in
is
it.
for spicy.
Okay. So what else?
I've got
have we
speedometer. I've got my lights on and off, which honestly, this screen is so dim, I don't even know what it's showing.
Do you want me to tell you?
You know what's going to be crazy is I don't even think I'm going to be able to get up to speed with this headwind.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
pushing me
pretty
back
like gnarly
so much.
headwind.
Oh, I've got power though. This thing is pretty quick. So it has been one of my favorite bikes to ride because even though I'm singular brake, it works really well and it's torquey. This thing gets off the line. Like watch this, moving. All right, so I like that. I can't wait until we do out of spec Scootz most expensive e-bike challenge.
Yeah, that'll be fun with all the bells and whistles.
We could tear this place up around here. But for now, I'm on this. Let's get Comp's impressions of the least expensive unit, which so far has been turning out to be everyone's favorite. We'll find out today after the stress test.
Okay.
And then we'll hit the trail.
Okay.
Comp, you are looking like a kitted out micro-mobility reviewer.
Yep. A little fun here in public with 3 cameras on a little rink-dink $200 e-bike, but...
So you've got an aftermarket accessory here.
Yep.
That's what you're going to be filming for everyone with.
Right.
This is
The comp
factory phone mount.
Yes, with a charger.
Right, it's got a USB-A port in
Yep,
there.
exactly.
So this one, we don't know the brand name, but it's a T1.
Yep.
Squirrel T1.
Squirrel T1.
How we're naming it. Dual brakes, suspension in the middle, which actually works. Suspension up front. Your handlebar's still down. Pegs in the back for, for stuff there. Yep.
Folding pedals.
And tell me about your power situation. That's the only downside here is this one's a little bit on the low end, right?
It's slow, but goes for a long time. Most range on this one, most accessories, weird little lock, and quite easy to put together. The discs came quite true. They didn't have much run out like the other ones. So, and the front, everything kind of feels solid.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I
Way
like it.
nicer than the Where-He or whatever I'm riding.
Right.
Where-He. So you've got this right here as well. So you've got a key and it's a twist throttle, which we all prefer.
Yes, the thumb throttle sucks.
Yeah.
This display is quite horrible, but it's something at least.
Yeah, barely. But as soon as you take it out of the shade, you can't see your battery
can't see
capacity.
anything. But it meeps. It goes.
Loudest
it's
horn.
fun. Loudest horn for sure.
So what do you say? We hit the trails, we go screw around. I think what we're going to do is let's go up and over that bridge.
All right.
If we can. Then we'll head out to the road, run roadside to a nature trail that's like a 2-mile trail, and then go screw around.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So this says foot traffic only. So I want to see if you can accelerate without any pedal assistance.
Okay.
You got to stop at the start of the wood
Okay.
Okay, and full throttle, crank it up there.
All right.
And then I'll give it a go.
Okay, so stop.
Yeah, right there. Get set, and then you're just gonna crack the throttle and hold it wide open. And see if it can do it with no assistance. Oh, doesn't really look like it. What's going on there, Scott?
I'm hitting the throttle and it's nothing's happening.
Oh, it doesn't have enough torque to get you up?
No, but maybe
Let's
Comp's
see,
littler
Comp's.
than me. Damn it.
No way. Comp's making it up. Here, Scott, grab this.
All right,
You'll have to walk yours up, I think.
probably.
That's a funny way to back it
Well,
down.
I'm having a hard time. All right, show
All
us
right.
how it's done.
All right, now the wear, he's pretty torquey.
Okay,
So, I'm going to keep the weight a little forward. So, like I said, stop here, right?
all right.
Oh, baby, it's doing it.
No.
It's doing it. It's trying its hardest. It's still doing it. Oh, just a little nudge. Dude, it's doing it. It's pulling me up. Whoa. I've grabbed the brake. Oh, maybe.
All right, Scott's on her way.
Bro path.
Bro path, barely making it. Girl path
Need a little help from me.
needs a little help.
I'm full throttle, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right, we are out here on top of this bridge.
Oh, yeah. I can't
Yeah.
believe mine pulled me up, dude.
Yours pulled you up.
It's super torquey.
Mine
Yeah.
barely got up this bridge.
Mine needed an assist.
Yep.
So now we're got a little brake test, and we're going to just get cruising. So, Comp, if you mount up your phone there
Okay.
and hit that front camera, we'll be good.
Okay.
All right, let me go down first, and
Okay.
then you come down second. Scott, be in the back.
Okay.
All right. We've got a big downhill here, Comp. So let's test my single rear brake and just see if she can hold me back. I've got no regen, but the brake, no problem. I don't want to leave skid marks over here. No problem bringing me down. That was
Nice.
awesome.
Tom's turn. Oh, my turn?
Sure.
Okay. My turn?
They won't be able to hear you, but yeah.
All the brakes. A little sketchy. All right, my turn. Get some speed. Oh yeah, it slows it down nicely.
All right, guys, we're off on the official out of spec East Coast trail ride. Well, I think we can cruise around a bit. We ultimately want to hit the trailway next to the main road, but I say let's go here to historic Corolla Village. Ultimately, these bikes are meant to cruise around and explore things. And if you see here, we have the historic Corolla Village sign. I don't know how far it is, but let's go check it out. This is a very peaceful, nice road.
All right, I'm on the Temu one.
I am on the Walmart boy path. Isn't it boy path?
Bro path.
Bro path.
Hey, boy path.
Boys and bros, same thing. Viewers can't see it right now, but Comp is sitting in the second seat
Yeah,
where my basket is. How's the ride quality?
it's pretty excellent. I'm on these little tiny pegs. Here, we'll pull out the B-roll cam to get some B-roll cam. Kyle's leaving us in the dust. He says we need to cover some ground.
Cover
so
ground. We got scolded.
we got stuff to do.
How steady is yours? Because mine is not really built.
It is not steady very much at all.
Okay, mine is
That-
very, very bad, and it's very much not built for
Right.
anything soft sand, off-road.
Right.
But if you're just going on like park paths and stuff, I think this is the bike.
Yep. Definitely got to stay on real paths.
Yes.
Such a good day.
So how responsive is your throttle?
Pretty not.
Yeah, mine
Low,
is not.
low response.
But then once I climb, like now I'm gonna blast off.
Yeah.
And
Takes
it's-
a little bit to get going.
Yeah, but when I pedal, I feel like it's lagged, but then I feel like it's faster.
Okay. You think that the pedal, even if it's not touching the chain, if the chain's not doing anything, that pedal assist gives a higher speed.
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly what I think. It could be a lie or a
Could be-
placebo.
Yeah, placebo effect in the brain. We went to the north to see if we could get some off-road woods trails, but it was clearly closed to bicycles.
Yep, cars
So,
only, but
Cars only.
they need those places too. Ooh,
So, but I'm still at full bars, so we got plenty of range.
Still at full bars.
Watch out for sand, Scott, just in case. Well, I'm now Got 2 miles in on the T1, the squirrely boy. Very solid, decent. Well, one gripe I have is the steppingness of the torque curve. You get to a certain point on the throttle, it's slow, and you push it a little more, and then all of a sudden it jumps faster.
It like jumps you ahead. I see it.
Yes. One thing I do like is Scott's demonstrating is it with the center bar, you don't even have to use the pedals. You can put your feet up. It is more comfortable, and your feet can be right next to each other.
Yeah.
So
it's better for alignment.
I'm loving the basket on this thing. That you can store some stuff, but can't. I did get overweight.
But I like
on the
that
basket.
you can remove the basket too. That's very practical.
Yes, it just clips in one piece of Velcro and a clip up top that it hooks in.
Yeah.
The phone charging is a must. It'd be interesting to see how much of a drain that little 2 amp phone charger, even probably 1.5 amp charger gives you or drains away. But so far this one's my favorite. It's got all the suspension. It's got, not that this 1/2 inch of center suspension does much, but it does something. I like the wide moped-like seat, and it's not creaky. The brakes are a little squeaky, but I like a good little squeaky brake. So,
Squeaker.
cheapest one. I like this one the best
So far. I'm gonna give my review of the old bro path here. I've been riding it for exactly 2.4 miles. It's not stable. The seat has gotten quickly uncomfortable. The ventilation zone is kind of giving me more of a draft. I don't like the placement of where the pedals are. Maybe I can't really get my seat up much more, but my legs are a little long and I just feel scrunched. So I prefer to just rest my feet here. The throttle's nice. It's zippy where I need it. And I like having a front and a rear brake, and it's pretty zippy, so full throttle. Don't worry, it comes.
It'll get there.
It gets there. Here we go. Wow!
Almost lost my hat.
Oh, mid-range feels pretty mid.
So you join me as I'm riding the Where He Y2. Hopefully Comp doesn't fall trying to film this. Comp, why don't you just throw it in the phone mount and I'll stay in front of you?
No, I like this.
Okay.
I don't mind one-handed.
Okay.
I'm a pro.
So we're heading back to our start point where we're going to swap bikes around and go on a different loop. I'm driving the Where He Y2, riding, excuse me. And I gotta say, overall, pretty impressed with the bike. It certainly leaves a lot to be desired from a build quality perspective. The handlebars are on here pretty loose, which I don't love. And the pedal ratio is ridiculous. This is about as fast as I feel comfortably pedaling, and that's 9 miles an hour. So anything over 9 miles an hour really requires the use of the thumb throttle, so that I'm not just spinning my legs to 1,000,000 to keep me moving. The brake is fairly responsive, so like I can just get on the brakes and it stops right on a dime, which is awesome. So we've got kids crossing in front of us. We'll wait here. You know, overall, I'm just pretty impressed that for a couple $100 you can get transportation, let alone fun transportation. Literally, other than this steering wheel or this steering column, handlebar column being wobbly, and once I lock it in one position, it gives me pretty good confidence. I have no stability issues on the Wary. The rear brake only is maybe a bit of a concern, but with all my weight sitting close to that rear tire, again, I got freaking awesome braking performance, great acceleration. I'm riding way faster than any of you two, and I'm just having a ball on this thing. I feel pretty comfortable on it, and so far I think, you know, if I had to just hop on one out of the blue, my initial reaction after riding this right now is this is the one I would take, actually.
We've gone 3.13 miles, which means
Time to switch.
try to swap.
That's why I got off.
Ding, 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 ding.
So hold on, check battery statuses.
Okay.
Are you at full still?
Full.
You are.
I only have
4
4 lights.
Okay, well, I'm down a bar. I'm down a bar. And what's the, this one's the Temu.
Temu is at full.
Okay, so
Temu's at full.
so Wary, which is our Amazon choice, is the only
Amazon,
one that's shown
bar.
off of 100%.
Yep.
But with all that said, what are we going to take next? Comp, you're going least to most expensive, right?
Yes. So
You need to get on the mid-range.
I'm going to get on the
You were gonna
mid-range.
go most to least, but that's not going
Right.
to work because you guys both can't ride the mid.
The middle one at the same time. You're right.
So,
You should go to middle. I've had the most experience on them.
Oh, okay. So I'd love to try out
Yes.
the middle priced one, which this is the
Bro Path.
yeah, the BroPath A6.
Yes.
The middle price, and this is from which brand? Walmart?
Walmart.
Okay. Wow, total different feeling on the bike. Obviously, we've got it a little bit loaded up in the rear, but I can tell you that seat, even though it looks like it's got that cooling zone in the middle, it's not as comfortable as the Wary.
Not
The
even
Wary,
close.
my butt hurts after like 3 miles, so that's kind of a
mine does too on this, to be fair.
okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
I've
used
got
to riding in saddles though. So.
Couple of butthurt people.
yeah. So yeah, let's hop on. I'm taking the
taking the BroPath.
Walmart choice, which will be fun, and let's go cruise around. Let's go south. Whoa! I don't even think this thing has enough juice to pull me up this hill. I am wide
Later.
open. Oh dang! Yeah, the Warehe's the real race car here. That thing's the fast one. Scott, are you hard throttle?
I'm hard throttle. Ah!
Stunts.
Out of spec Scootz stunts.
Oh, I think this is the slowest one.
It is. That's why you kept telling me I was too slow.
So initial impressions, the BroPath sucks.
The BroPath sucks.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say, guys.
Yeah, you're totally right. This thing is awful. Let me tell you why.
This is your first mile, so you've done 1 mile in it.
I don't want to do another. It is the least stable. You can't lean this thing over without feeling totally unstable. Whereas on the Warehe, I was getting that thing knee dragging.
Okay.
The power does nothing. Look, I'm floored. It can't even get out of its own way here. That thing will roast the tire. So I'm disappointed in the power output at low speed. At high speed, this thing boogies.
Right.
So once you're up and moving, it's
Then
good.
it goes, but it's very slow.
But I hit a hill and I bogged
yeah,
back down.
that's why when we did our hill test, I was like, I'm going backwards.
I really don't like that the front brake is much grabbier than the rear brake. It should be the other way around
Yeah,
on this.
because I kind of popped myself forward a couple times.
Yeah, you could wash out the front if you're not careful. But I love the horn. And so far, I'm really enjoying just cruising around, but I definitely don't like this bike. What do you think of the Warehe? An upgrade from the Temu?
Real quick, you've got rear brake on the right?
Yes.
No, you've got front brake on the
front
right.
brake on the right.
What do
you're
you've got there on the
Oh,
right?
on my right, this is my rear brake.
Okay, a little swip swap from those two.
The way it should be is front brake on the right, rear brake on the left.
Okay.
This is the correct layout.
Okay.
Yes.
The squirrel did us wrong. That'd be easily swappable. The Warehe, I like the torque. I like its ability to get going. And you're correct. At the top end, you both were gaining on me, and you were pulling away. But I don't like that wonkiness.
Yeah, it's very rattling.
And you don't have a fun horn.
I don't have a fun horn. I got a little ding dong bell. So it is stable. It is nice. We're down to three bars.
But it's held steady. That's what you started with.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm still full on this one.
If it had a front brake, I'd be a lot happier. But it does work well in a rear brake.
It does. It does. Are you still full, Scott?
I am
on
still
Temu?
full. This is Temu bike. It's way more comfortable than the BroPath.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the throttle is a little bit more stable, whereas with the BroPath, it kind of stepped up. I actually didn't experience a step with this. I feel like it's like a steady up and throttle.
I've just kind of been wide open the whole time, so.
Wereally? Oh,
Yeah.
it's the hills that slow you down.
Has to haul my fat ass around.
Okay.
So, all right, well, let's get cruising.
Okay.
We'll check in another mile or so, but so far, what a nice day for a ride.
What? I know. What a good last minute idea.
You wouldn't believe it, but I'm full throttle.
That mulch was pungent.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it smelled great.
All right, Scott.
I am on the Temu bike, and honestly, it's very comfortable. I haven't ridden the Warehe. Maybe I have, but I think this is the most comfortable of the three so far
Yeah, you haven't ridden the Warehe today yet. at
today,
least.
and I don't remember which one was last time. It's definitely meant to be ridden on a sidewalk, which is great, and I have pretty good brakes. Yeah, still full throttle, full charge. It's nice. Ah! That is me, that is not the bike. This one feels more stable.
So, how many miles in are we?
We are 5.22 miles in
And
total.
Comp just mentioned you're going to have to start pedaling.
Yeah, the most torque, I think it's using the most watts and the smallest battery.
What does your battery say?
We are at 2 bars right now resting, but while moving and accelerating at full, it gets down to 1 bar in the red.
No way.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to be pedaling pretty soon. We did a
way.
flat out test, and then this one did 15 total. So we'll see.
We haven't
But-
even gotten a third. Well, I guess we have
To
gotten
be
a
fair,
third.
the flat out test is probably not running a lot of torque all the
No.
time because you're maintaining speed.
Consistent
Yeah.
speed.
When you're cruising up and down these pathways, it's brake, throttle, brake, throttle.
All these bike stops are putting work in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's getting things warm and there's losses. And so
Do these
interesting.
bikes have regen?
No, comp.
None of them have regen.
None of
Okay.
them.
See, that would make a big difference.
And then you could recharge by pedaling would be nice.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, there you go. That's something you can do with the Rivian e-bike, and I'm
Yeah.
sure others.
Yep.
That's called Also.
Yes. The bike is called Also, but yeah.
All right, so let's hook this back on. Let's keep cruising. We've got another mile to go till we switch.
Sweet.
Okay. Comp,
Yes.
give me your official overview of the Wary. You just spent 3 miles with it.
Yes. Quite confident.
Were you? Oh, so you were not worried.
No, I was not worried. It was the most acceleration, least top speed, but didn't feel too sketchy standing up.
But it's only like a 3 or 4 mile an hour difference on the top end.
Exactly.
Did you notice that during the range test at all?
It was definitely the slowest overall
Okay.
on the top end.
So very noticeable.
Yep. But I liked it. Not my favorite because of the accessories and the loosey-goosey top stem and not a front brake, but
Okay.
it was fun. It was
it's
number one
fun.
for fun.
Yeah, this is the Porsche 911 right here.
in the cheap e-bike.
the cheap e-bike space.
Well, yeah, maybe actually like it would have to be something that's built poorly, a Ferrari.
Oh,
Okay.
Kyle.
So I was on
Bropath.
the Bropath A6. Gotta say, solid unit. This thing, not a squeak, not a rattle. It feels good with the build quality. The problem is the suspension on the rear. There is none.
Yeah.
So,
So,
every
you feel
time,
everything in your butt.
yeah, when you go on one of those expansion joints or hit an uphill, it's bam right into my back, and it really sucks. The acceleration is poor acceleration. And all of my comments from earlier on stand. I really don't like the battery readout. You don't get a speedometer. It feels like the worst value of the bunch, even though it's the mid-priced option. They're all roughly the same price, but this is the one I would not pick right off the bat.
Okay, so Bropath, not your choice.
Not after the ride. I just don't feel like it speaks to me like I wish it would. I also don't appreciate how the battery's in a plastic case, but I do like that it has some storage on the bike.
it is carrying our most load. It is our workhorse right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got a truck doing a pass here. Nice. Sending it.
Sick.
Okay, epic.
All right.
So, Scott, what are you jumping on now?
All right, well,
Are you-
I was just on the old squirrel from Temu. Overall, I liked it better than the Bropath. It felt more stable. Standing was sketchy, but I didn't expect it to be that great. Having suspension is nice because while you felt everything in your back, I felt it a little bit less in my back. I like that it has this removable bucket container thing. That's nice. And I like the speedometer. Overall, pretty comfy.
It
And
does have a speedometer?
yeah,
Oh, it gives you your speedo?
no, the charge.
Oh, that would not be a speedometer then.
Charger.
Seat thoughts. You said that this was
Way-
your best seat.
Way more
Okay.
comfortable on this seat than that
So
one.
all this ventilation zone and active zone and support zone.
Would be great if there was suspension to absorb all of the shock, but there isn't.
It's made to look like there is. It's made to look like there's kind of squishies in there, but it's not.
It's not. This is like
This one
super
has
slick.
actual springs to
This
it.
is like really good. So really good for not so great bikes.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting on the Temu one then, because that's going to be the make or break between me and the Wary.
Yeah.
But I love the accessories on this bike. The phone charger is a big selling point. The basket's a big selling point. The overall look of this bike and the folding nature of it's cool too.
Yeah,
So I'm
I like
looking-
that this one folds all the way.
Yeah.
To mention, this one does not fold all the way.
You mean
These
the
two
Wary?
do. Yes, the Wary does not. The Bropath and the Temu one do not fold, or they do fold all the way.
They fold in
I
different
think the
ways.
viewers mostly somewhat followed that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having so much fun. It's hard to work.
It's a little warm out here.
All right.
All right.
Step away from
Let's
my
swap arena.
squirrel, all right?
Simmer down.
I love this thing. So, Comp, Bropath impressions.
Yes. It is incredibly unstable in the front.
Yes.
I feel like I'm a pretty good motorcycle rider, and I know not to induce some tank slap, and this thing just feels like it's got constant tank slap wobble at even like we're barely doing 13 miles an hour here. So even with both hands on the handlebars, it's atrocious, unsteady, not inspiring confidence. So on that fact alone, I would not recommend it for an average rider.
Yeah, ProPath sucks. Scott, what do you think of the Wary?
I love this one. I just wish the steering rack didn't. It needs to be adjusted.
You can keep going.
But it's comfy. And we're gonna stop.
Show that acceleration off the line.
You guys ready for this? I don't think you are.
Y'all ready for this?
I'll crack it with full throttle at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour, 13, 15, 17, 18.
Oh,
19 miles an hour. Won't let me go 20.
Squirrely on the team.
I think it's dying.
Oh, it's definitely dying.
Yeah, I think I could pass you now.
We are ripping. I just can't believe for $200 you can get this.
Right?
And get this much joy.
But yeah, we're like actually cruising around. We're like doing things. If you live here, you genuinely would be able to replace an entire car with any one of these.
Yeah, you wouldn't need anything but this.
Yeah, exactly.
This and a power source.
So we've learned that bike path riding is significantly harder on the range than our range test.
Yeah, we only got 75% of this Wary.
Our range test is kind of best case scenario. Flat ground, flat out, no start and stop.
No wind.
But it is
Some wind, but it was full speed. So it's a nice consistent test of duration on the equipment.
Yeah.
But
so what do you say we line these up back over here somewhere? That was a fun trip. And we'll end our final thoughts after riding all three.
great.
Okay. All right, so I am now going to give my general review of these 3 e-bikes. We have the BroPath A6 from Walmart. We have the Wary from Amazon. And we have the No Name, aka comp named Squirrel, from Temu. All right. I'm going to rate these on a couple of different things. So as far as comfort goes, which I think is important, the BroPath from Walmart is the least comfortable. It does not have suspension. And this seat, although it looks squishy, is very hard. And the active zone will just ram you. It's not comfy. Not my favorite. Between these two, they're very, very similar. But I still think the No Name Temu is the most comfortable. As far as acceleration goes, the Wary from Amazon is the way to go. It's the fastest off the line. It's the most fun. And if I had to pick one overall, I think my pick is still the Wary. Even with this instability, it still feels like a relatively stable ride. So the Wary wins my choice for best cheap e-bike.
To equate this in terms of cars, this is a VinFast VF8, kind of trash. This is a not so well built race car, Ferrari. And this is a Cadillac Escalade IQ. Very comfortable, lots of storage, and such a cruiser. My choice, if I'm riding on 2 wheels, is going to be the cruiser. You hit expansion joints, tree branches, you just want to kind of cruise around. I've got the bucket, which has come in clutch. You've got the phone charger that comes in clutch. It's got the biggest battery, the most range. And yes, I'm giving up some of the performance, but what you gain in terms of practicality and comfort cannot be overlooked. And oh, by the way, it was the cheapest one of all that we had here. So for me, clearly, the Squirrel T1 is the choice. Some notes on the Wary. If it had a front brake, and I can shim, a little something in here in this to stop the handlebars from rattling, but I can't forgive the lack of hardware needed on the initial installation instruction build series that we did on this, and I hate the fact that there's no storage. I'm really surprised Scott actually chose the Wary as her favorite when you literally can't put anything on here, and she's a very practical person, so that makes no sense to me. And this is just utter trash, this Bro Path thing. It had poor acceleration, poor braking, poor comfort, and to me, clearly not the choice here. So at the end of the day, the Temu, I don't know how to say it, T1 squirrel thing, that rocks. That bike is absolutely awesome and clearly the winner in my camp.
Well, my final thoughts. We've got the Bro Path A6 from Walmart. And I would say if it was a cheap car, this would be the 92 Ford Escort. We've got the Wurhi from Amazon, the Wurhi Y2. This would be maybe the Miata. And then the Squirrel T1. I would give this, who knows? I don't have a car bit for that, but my pick overall would be the crappiest one. Because it is the workhorse. It carried the most gear with no issue. I jumped it off a wall. It's still fine. It's squirrely and weird and uncomfortable, and it's just sketchy. And I'm a fan of a little bit of sketch. So I give this one my vote because I like the badness of it. That it came with the worst
consumer advice.
It came, well, but it's, you asked my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
So I love a good Ford Escort versus I'd have a 92 Ford Escort over a Miata any day. Versus, I mean, in cheap cars, what would you call the Temu then? If you had to go bottom of the barrel cars, like from the 90s.
Something kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a luxury cruiser. That's an S-Class right there, brother.
That's a Toyota Corolla.
No, way nicer than that.
But let's say you had to put it in bottom of the barrel cars.
I don't know. I don't know.
Definitely this one's the winner because it has the cheapest price and the most accessories and everything. It is not the comp pick, but it is the winner.
It's the out-of-spec Scootz.
Scootz's winner is this one for sure.
Champion.
Yes.
I agree.
It's gonna last. It's gonna have the longest runtime for sure.
That?
I like that. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I would agree. It is very clear which one is the loser.
Comp Spec.
Comp Spec.
The Pro Pack.
For sure.
Yeah, that one's the loser.
The one that's gonna send you off into a ditch on just not even knowing. So.
I was pretty sketched out when I wrote that.
Yes.
One. So this one, for the out-of-spec Scootz family, I think that this is your winner. No name, Squirrel, Temu.
Phone charging.
Removable
mic drop.
basket.
Removable basket.
2 brakes.
Weird little child pegs for your kid to ride on the back.
Yeah. Light.
Light. Brake light.
Loudest horn.
Suspension. Loudest horn.
See, it wins.
Bicycle lock.
Yeah, that was my clear choice. I'm surprised you guys picked the other one, to be honest.
The brakes came straight.
But I feel like as a company, the only one we could recommend of these three would be the Temu one.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about range actually when I picked mine because the Wary have no range. You should be wary about your range.
Yeah, smallest battery, highest output, lightweight sports car.
Yeah.
And definitely to be clear, Temu didn't manufacture, so they're a retailer of stuff. So this one is also available on Amazon, but it's currently at $100 shipping on top of like $150. So if you're trying to buy this from Amazon, it's like $300 then. So, but it's where we got them for this test.
So in the future, we'll have more comparison tests, more series coming.
Let us know what you want to see, because this was the most fun day I've had at the office in like weeks.
This was really a good time.
Really good
Definitely.
time.
Yep. And well, there you go. I think Temu wins, but at the end of the day, we all had our own pick, which means to ride back to the car,
You get your pick.
you get your pick. See you guys on another one again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.